Good morning, YouTubers and big shavers. Paul here, and today I'm going to be doing a shave with some products that were sent to me by Jeff. As many of you know from my post on the Big Shave, Jeff sent me a box of samples of a whole lot of different shaving creams and balms and some aftershaves. And today I'm going to be using the Dreadnaught. This was requested by Ma, also from the Big Shave, who wanted me to do a shave with the Dreadnaught shaving cream and the Dreadnaught aftershave balm, and then give my opinion about that. So today I'm going to go ahead and do an all Dreadnaught shave. I've actually prepared my face with shower and washed it, and I've applied the Dreadnaught pre-shave oil already. This was also supplied by Jeff, and in the interest of time, I've already made my lather ahead of time, and the Dreadnaught really seemed to lather up quite nicely. It really exploded as soon as I started mixing it, so you can see it. I'm using my Rooney super silver tip brush, and I'm going to be using a razor today. I promised Jason that I would use the razor that he kindly sent me, and he had sent me this gem razor. It's got a Bakelite handle, and the head is basically the same head as the G-Bar. It's just this one's gold, got a gold head on it. Actually, the razor is in really good condition, and the pictures that he had of it didn't really do it justice. It's really actually quite shiny and nice, and looks a lot shinier than what it did in the pictures. So thank you, Jason. I'm going to go ahead and use this razor today in my shave, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm just going to go ahead and wet my face, and I'll get started here. So like I said, I already applied the pre-shave oil to my face, and I'm just going to go ahead and apply the lather here. Now, this is the first time I've used the Dreadnaught cream, and normally I face lather, but today I'm on call and I need to go into work here in a little bit and make some rounds. So in the interest of time, I just bowl lathered this, and we'll go ahead and give it a try. I may have added a little bit too much water to this, so it may be a little bit thinner than what I would normally use, but the stuff lathered up really nicely. So, and I've got a ton of it, so I'm just going to go ahead and just slather it on here. Okay, and dip the razor in water, we'll go ahead and get started. So again, this head on this gem razor is almost identical to the G-Bar head, and this is a much milder razor than the open comb Micromatic. And probably would be a good one for someone who's just starting out with a single edge razor shaving to try. I found that the G-Bar is actually really quite easy to use, pretty mild, and really gives a nice shave. So I imagine this one will be pretty much the same. So here we go. Pass number 2. The Dreadnaught cream has a nice clean smell, maybe a little slight amount of citrus and maybe a little bit of pine or something like that in there. It's a nice clean scent. It really pretty mild and fairly neutral. Um, and actually, I would say, in my opinion, it smells quite nice. Kind of a nice, refreshing or fresh smell, which would be really pleasant in the morning. Alrighty. There we go, pass number 2. Now this gem razor is quite a bit lighter than the G-bar, because the G-bar has actual metal handle, and this handle is kind of a plastic. Or Bakelite handle, but it's still got reasonable weight. It's not super light like the vintage Bakelite slant or something along those lines, but it definitely is lighter than the G-bar or the Micromatic. So you can go past number 3. I do enjoy this Rooney Super Silver Tip brush. It really is a good all-round brush. It works nice with face lathering soaps and creams, and it also is really nice for bowl lathering. This is the Style 3, size 1, so it's the small size brush with the kind of middle size handle, and I like the shape of that handle. It kind of tapers here, so the way I grab onto it's like that, and it seems to fit really nicely in my hand. And it's very, very soft. The brush is a little bit on the floppy side, but not too bad. It's relatively dense, not as dense as, like, say, my Simpson Commodore 3 or my Simpson Classic 1, but very comfortable brush to use. No scritchiness on the face at all. Just really, really soft, and really seems to work really well. So here we go. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but you can really, really hear the whiskers getting sheared off with this razor. The auditory feedback for this with this razor is really pretty good. Okay, let's take a feel here and see what we have left. Pretty good. A little bit of stubble left over here on the lower part of the neck, lower jaw and neck. So just we'll just go ahead and give that a little touch up there. So doing the touch-ups just the same as your double-edged razor. Technique's exactly the same. Once you kind of figure out the angle with these single-edged razors, it's really no more difficult to use than a regular. DE. Okay, that'll do it. So let me go ahead and rinse the soap off here. So all in all, I'd say you know, I'm pretty happy with the Dreadnaught cream. This being the first time I used it, I think I probably mixed it a little bit with a little bit too much water. I did not leave any water in the bowl when I put that in there. However, I didn't really shake the brush out that good. And I think with this stuff, it probably would be, at least for me, a little bit easier. It would be better if I would have gone with a little bit drier brush and then just added the water little by little. Because what happened with this is as soon as I put the brush in there, I had like a pot full of you know, really frothy lather, and I had to keep working it to kind of work some of the bubbles out of it. But all in all, it performed quite well. It was nice and slick, maybe not as creamy as what I typically would like, but really did a great job. Smells great, and I think any deficiencies with the lather that I may have had today are more operator error than the product. But even at that, it worked really quite well. I'm really happy with it, and so I think it's a pretty good product. Next, I'm going to go ahead and use the Dreadnaught Balm. This has been getting a lot of talk on the Big Shave. This balm, I don't know if you can see it there, is more of a kind of a gel-like consistency. It's kind of along the lines of a consistency-wise is like the Trumper's Skin Food, sort of, maybe slightly thicker than that. And I did use this stuff yesterday. This has kind of a similar scent to the shaving cream, but like a little sharper note to it. It's a clean scent, kind of a clean, fresh scent. And I found yesterday that the scent of this, once you rubbed it in, it didn't really give much, or it didn't last very long. So I don't think this would compete with your cologne or your aftershave at all, really. And what I also found with this is that when it goes on at first, it kind of has a slight tackiness to it, but as you rub it in and it gets absorbed into the skin, that goes away, and it leaves the skin really nice and moisturized pretty much throughout the day, which is really a nice feature, especially in the wintertime when it's cold, windy, and dry out. I think that your face needs a little bit extra moisturizing. So anyways, guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that shave, and I'll be back, or I'll be seeing you guys soon. Talk to you later. Bye.